And welcome to the show. I'm north of Toronto in Creemore, Ontario for the launch of the GV80 from Genesis. Now, regular viewers of the show know I live in Vancouver and Brad lives in Toronto. I made it here, but we're still waiting for him. So we're going to forge ahead without him and tell you all about this product because it's very important for Genesis. It's their very first SUV. They've only been a standalone luxury brand in Canada for 4 years, and this is the meat of the market. This is what people buy. They love utility vehicles. So I'm going to get in, take it for a drive, tell you all about it, and we'll keep an eye out for Brad. Well, Brad said he was going to meet me here. We were going to be road buddies hanging out today. I don't know where he's at. We have two vehicles we're going to drive today. The first one is the top trim. Look at this beautiful interior. And then the second one is the base engine, which has got a smaller turbo 4-cylinder. So we're going to kind of do it reverse. We're going to start with the fine wine and then go to the house wine at the end. So this is the top model. To get this engine, the 3.5-liter twin turbo engine, starts at $80,000 in Canada. So that is not an inexpensive proposition. But for your money, you get .375 horsepower and 391 pound-feet of torque, and a nice sounding engine as well. So the power from that engine goes to an 8-speed automatic transmission and then to what's called a rear-wheel drive biased all-wheel drive system. What does that mean? Well, it's meant to give you more of that European driving dynamic by sending the majority of the power, or at least 50% of the power, to the rear wheels. In fact, this system has the ability to send up to 100% of the power to the rear wheels and even 100% of the power to just one wheel, which is great for traction. There's someone hitchhiking here. It looks like, no. kind of looked like him, but no. What would he be hitchhiking for? It's a nice looking product, and the accent lines that they have on the outside, those two parallel lights that go from the lights down the side and to the tail lights, is the signature of the Genesis brand. This is the look that they're going for with the huge crosshatch grille. When you see that, that means Genesis. All right, I want to talk about a real highlight of this vehicle, I think, is the interior, and the fit and finish in here is really second to none. Now, I am in the very top model, the most expensive one, but all of them come with beautiful interiors, like a full leather dashboard. And the real showstopper for anybody who gets in this vehicle is the largest horizontal screen in the industry. This is 14.5 inches, a lot of real estate for a lot of information, and you can control it still by touching it, which is nice for people that still like to do that. But also there's this new infotainment controller here in the center of the console. Who's that hitchhiker again? That kind of looks like him. I don't know. Now here's something that's only on the top trim, is a 3D instrument cluster, a world's first 3D instrument cluster. And at first you look at it and you're like, what's going on with that? Actually, what it does is it gives information to your left and right eye, which creates this 3D effect. It's only on the top model, and it is very cool, and it isn't distracting. It's actually really quite pleasing. And now we're driving the base model engine. I'll put it in the sport mode here. There are different modes: Eco, Comfort, Sport, and Custom. And we'll floor it and see what happens here. So this is a 2.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine with 300 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque. Now, the one I'm driving in today is one up from the base. So the two bottom trims get this engine, and the previous version I just drove is available with the 3.5-liter twin turbo 6-cylinder. So this is really probably the one most people are going to buy who are just getting into the Genesis brand. And 300 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque is pretty good. Now consider, for example, I'll give you a direct competitor. The Acura MDX currently uses a 3.5-liter 6-cylinder engine, and it has 290 horsepower. So this engine, even though it's a 4-cylinder, has more power than that car. So it's not like it's down on power. Just maybe a perception thing. It's a 4-cylinder versus a 6-cylinder. That's something people have got to get their heads around. Now, one of the biggest problems I have with this GV80 is the third row of seats is only available on the top engine, the 3.5-liter turbo, and that starts at $80,000 in the Canadian marketplace. I think Genesis really needs to reconsider bringing that third row option down to the 2.5-liter, the base engine. It starts at $65,000. That's where most people shop for vehicles like, say, the Acura MDX. To have it only on an $80,000 vehicle and above, to me, I think is a bit of a miss. It is. That's Brad. He is hitchhiking. What the heck is he doing? All right, I tell you what, I'll come back with the GV80 final thoughts, but I gotta go and pick up Brad because I have no idea why he's hitchhiking. Like, where have you been?
It's a long story, and it's cold out there. Not that you guys from Vancouver know anything about that. So, this is the new Genesis? Like, yeah. What's the bottom line then?
The bottom line is, I did all the work today, and this is a beautifully put together vehicle. You know what? I tell you what, Brad, I'll just save you the effort. All you need to do is watch it on Motoring TV.
Okay, well look, like it's cold out there, and I gotta go to the bathroom, okay? So we just get back to base, and you close the show.
Okay, well, that's it for this week. Make sure you watch next week where we have more stories about cars and the people that drive them. And maybe even Brad will show up.
So here's the question, where were you 32 years ago? I know some of you weren't even a glint in your father's eye. As for me, well, I was in diapers, but found time to get Motoring TV off the ground. And today I like to think we've got one of the best automotive video libraries in the world. If you agree, please give us the thumbs up and also subscribe. We'd really appreciate it.